Yeah, fellow Southern Cameroonians, fellow Ambazonians, this is Capo Daniel, your civil liberty activist, coming to you again with the No Connie Talk Show. So today we are going to, I'm sorry for the interruption, I don't know what happened. It looks like it's still the same thing. What is happening? The whole thing is messed up. It looked like Facebook just completely blackened the whole screen that I have. I could not see anything, but I hope now it's okay. If it is okay, somebody can type okay. I could not see if I have people watching me or not. My screen was just showing you are live. So in any case, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the No Connie Talk Show, an advocacy platform where we try to put things to you the way they are. So today we have this this particular show, and we have a lot of material to cover. I will just pick up from where I ended in the last last broadcast. So ladies and gentlemen, I will keep beside the other issue, and I will talk about the saga in Batibo, which is something that we have had a lot of inquiry about. There are two people in particular who had contacted me and prompted me. I want to mention them before I give you exactly what is happening. And one of our leader who is a major leader of the Southern Cameroon, not any of the G7, he called me. He's an old man already now, and he was really crying. He said, what are you guys really doing? They look at us fighting each other. They listen to the audio messages, and he was crying. He tell me, what are you guys doing? And there is also one other lady whom I spoke to she works in the ministry. She actually went out of the office to call me, and she said, Capo, somebody sending me WhatsApp. She said, Capo, what is really going on? I don't know what is happening with the struggle. All of you guys, you are a disgrace to all of us here. We are here in Yaoundé. Our colleagues, they are making a mockery out of us. What happened with Dr. Ayaba in London has brought a shame to us all. All the fighting of AGC, they are playing it all around. And she was crying. And there is another lady in the United States of America. She called me. She is actually paralyzed. And so but she's on hospital bed. I don't know if she has cancer or something like that. She also called me, and she was crying. She was crying. I said, what has Ayaba done to us? Now wait till Ayaba don't do for we. Now wait till Ayaba don't do for we. And I felt so bad, and I felt so sad. So I said that I must talk about this thing today in my show. And I talked to the AGC people. I tried to inquire from them what was going on. From Friday till Monday, I did not really sleep. I was supposed to do my show, but I could not do the show because I spent hours and hours and hours and hours on the phone with the ADF, with their leaders, commanders on the ground, with including General Ivo, and then with the commanders of the restoration forces abroad in America, in Finland, and in various places on ground zero as well as some other leaders who are there. Some of their lieutenants, we were trying to follow up what was going on to get to the bottom of what happened. And today I forgot to say I'm going to talk about the Red Dragons. I'm going to give exclusive details about the Red Dragons, things that questions you need to ask. So I'll hold on there. Let me finish with this issue in particular. So what happened is that I think it's Friday or last week, one guy who is a member of the ASC, he's a member of the defense forces in Batibo, not on the ground but abroad. He contacted me, and this guy told me that they want to tell me that the ADF has adopted General Biebie, and they are going to retaliate. They are going to fight back the ADF. And I told him that, yes, I am not, first of all, I'm not an ADF member. If you want to talk to the ADF, you can please contact the ADF people. But as an activist and somebody that the ADF always give me access to information when I ask, I will try to liaise with you. I will talk to the people of the ADF and find out exactly what is going on. But this is a case that we had walked through with, because there have been a case of, what is the paper of this stuff? Let me get it so that I present it to you exactly what happened. Okay, this is it. Okay, there had been a case before in Batibo. Before that, there was a case in in Mato with the SOCADEF and ADF, where what happened was one of the generals of SOCADEF, he contacted the ADF and he wanted to get assistance from them, and they eventually, he like having a deal of the ADF taking over their camp or things like that happened. And it was a bad practice. We condemned that here. We told the ADF, and we talked about it on our show, that it is not good for any other group to take over the camp of any other group. So the ADF and the SOCADEF, they have sorted out that problem. General Ayaba went there, they had a meeting, and that problem was solved amicably. And we are having a lot of problem now in our struggle because of new theories and new concept is coming up on ground zero. With my trip to Boya, a lot of things have happened, and these are the result. Last week I said here that Dr. Sako, our interim president, is setting us up to fight each other. That is what I said here last Sunday. A lot of people came back behind me, they sent me messages, and they were very insulting to me. They were saying, Capo, who is setting us up? What do you wait till you talk about this one? Today you are seeing people fighting. You are seeing people fighting, and people are crying. People are crying. People don't know what to make of it. There was one lady who was crying and saying that wait Ayaba choran do for we, Ayaba go key wait I do for we, wait I do for we. The woman was really crying. People are really crying. I want you people to understand that it is really the anxiety in people are real. People are crying because of what they are hearing. Sometimes what they are hearing may not be what is actually happening, but people are crying. People are really concerned. So I said that I must give this presentation no matter what. I must give this presentation no matter what. People deserve the rights to know what is really happening. I will tell you what happened. Exactly what happened. Because I was monitoring this yes, prophecy. I am ADC, I am ADF. What happened? So what? So I was monitoring this situation. What happened was one of the commanders of the ASC contacted me from abroad, and he told me that General Biebie, who was arrested by the ADF, if he is not released, they are going to attack the ADF. That is what he told me. I have it all on record. I have all the recordings on my audio, on my phone. When he told me that, and I told him that and he was angry that I am supporting the ADF, and he told me that me as an activist, I supposed to be neutral. I don't need to support the ADF. I don't need to support any other group. I have to be neutral, and I have to say the truth. I tell him that in me, my opinion about this incident where the ADF arrested General Biebie and destroyed one camp in Batibo, I think it's in Bessi. My opinion about that incident is that when the ADF carried out the action that took out the DO in Batibo, a lot of these same people were telling me that it was not the ADF. But now they are coming to complain about the action. A lot of them were saying ADF was not existing in Batibo. But all along we had come here, we said that ADF took out that deal. It was the result. It was the action of the ADF that took out those deal. At that time, the team of ADF that was involved left Batibo, and two of their lieutenants stayed behind. So I know from my conversation with the people at that time that General Biebie was an ADF soldier. But somehow when they started my trip to Boya and they were recruiting people on the ground, they contacted General Biebie and he became a soldier under the Restoration Forces. So General Biebie, who was an ADF member, became a Restoration Forces. And the question was, the ADF were coming after General Biebie and said that, okay, if you have now changed your side, give back our weapons. So they had a problem, a quarrel with General Biebie. And General Biebie threatened to kill General Ayaba. He posted it on his Facebook page. He posted it on his Facebook page that he is going to kill General Ayaba. General Ayaba, I mean General Ayaba on ground zero. Not one time, not two times. And he was in the process of making plans to assassinate General Ayaba. At that stage, General Ayaba dispatched a team to arrest him. That team came to the camp of General Biebie. That camp was built by General Ayaba in the first place. And now he has switched side and he switched his allegiance to the Restoration Forces of the ASC. When this troop came there, they came on a false pretense. They said that we are coming to meet you guys to borrow your sticks to go on a mission. And they were admitted. When they were admitted, they turned their gun towards these people and captured General Biebie and there were 6 of them in number, and took them into custody and destroyed that camp. The news that the restoration forces gave to the Ambazonia people was that the ADF has come to their camp, destroyed their camp, and captured General Biebie. That was the message they told the Ambazonia people. They never explained to the Ambazonia people that the General Biebie was a former ADF member. So I told this guy who called me from the ASC that my position has always been that if you are trained by AGC, or ADF, if you are trained by SOCADEF, if you are trained by the Tigers, you will remain under them forever. That is my opinion. That is our own platform. That is our choice. That is our position. So we had told them that for me, I consider the arrest of General Biebie as an eternal matter. It is a military matter that should not involve us activists taking sides. So I will only advise that General Biebie should be released because we need every fighters. That was what I told him. So he told me that he has given an ultimatum to the CIC, Dr. Ayaba and their commanders, that if they don't release General Biebie, that was on last week, if they don't release General Biebie, they are going to attack them. So I contacted the ADF chain in command, and I told them, and I plead with them. I said, please, release this guy. There is no need to keep him. And I reached out even to General Ayaba, and he told me that General Biebie is his very good friend, is his son. He can never harm General Biebie, and he is going to release him eventually. So I get back to these guys, but they seem, in my own observation, they were under a lot of pressure from other people to do the attack, to attack the ADF. So I told him that, please, my brother, calm down. You don't need to hurry about this issue. During this period, he called me again on Saturday and tell me that we have arrested 9 members, I think it's 7 members or 9 members of the AGF that was coming to attack their camp. I said, for goodness sake, this thing again, this guy, they come to attack your camp? What has happened with our people? And I was so angry, I was so furious. During that time, they also leaked the message outside to the Ambazonia people and tell them that the ADF have come to attack their camp and they have arrested those people. I say, you have them in custody? They say, yes, they have them in custody. They have shot the leading member of that team on his leg. I say, my goodness, please don't kill him. Let us investigate and find out what is really happening. I pick up my phone. I call the chief of staff of the ADF. I spoke to him. I requested an audience with the office of General Ayaba. I spoke to him. I said, what happened, General? What is happening? Why should you go and attack these guys in Batibo? Why should you do that? Why will you attack them? And General Ayaba was so furious. He said, Capo, listen to me. I did not send my boys to go and attack them. I sent them there to go and have a meeting because they had 2 people in their custody, one commander from Bengui and one other commander that they have arrested and they were keeping in that camp. So I received a request to send my boys there to go and have a meeting. And I asked him, you already know that you have a problem with these guys in the ASC because you have General Biebie. How can you have a meeting with them? It's not possible. He said, no, you have called us, you have pleaded, you have liaised with us, we have listened to the Ambazonia people who have asked us to release General Biebie. We have just released General Biebie. General Biebie is not still in our custody. I pick up my phone, I call back the generals of the ASC, of the Batibo, the generals of the interim government who are in the ASC, representing the fighters who were in Batibo. I called them. I called their general abroad and as well as their general back at home. I tell them that these guys were not coming there to attack your people. They have told me that they were coming there for a meeting. And they tell me that is a lie. How can you be coming to a meeting and you are carrying RPG? That they were carrying 2 RPG with them, heavy machine gun to come there, and there were 7 of them. So it was not possible that they were coming for a meeting. So I said that, okay, if that is the case, I'll play my role as an activist and as a middleman to try to resolve this problem. So I contacted General Ayaba. I said, why will you say that you are going to a meeting and you are carrying RPG? And he told me that, Capo, this is what we do. When I am walking around, I move along with my heavy equipment. I don't leave them in my base. And those people that were going there were top lieutenant in the ADF. They don't go around leaving their RPG at home. They work with their RPG. Everybody knows that. So they were not going there to attack them because they carry AK-47. Ask them, did they use a single bullet? And I called these guys to ask them, did the ADF guys that you said they came to attack you, did they attack you, or you think that they wanted to attack you? Did they use a single bullet? They said no, they didn't use a single bullet to attack them, but the fact that they came with guns, it means that they were coming to attack them there. I said, okay, you have already sent out audio messages to the Ambazonia people, telling the Ambazonia people that the ADF has come to attack you. And people are crying. People are furious. People are saying, what is going on? People are confused. You are confusing the public. You are confusing the public. So why will you say that they have come to attack you? And they said that no. And then I told them, this guy were even coming to have a meeting with you and about the 2 people that you have in your custody. And they told me that they don't have any 2 people in their custody. What is the lie? Why would they say that they are coming there with 2 people in their custody? They don't have anybody in their custody. So I called General Ayaba. I spoke to General Ayaba, and General Ayaba told me that one of the general in the interim government who was appointed, who is working with these guys, but is not a member of their team, called Fon George. I think I'll give his name. Fon George, who is in America. He called General Ayaba and convinced General Ayaba. I was telling you that people are setting us up to kill each other. There are people who are trying to destroy this struggle in the interim government. In the interim government, they are trying to destroy this struggle. They are setting us up to kill each other. Josh Fon called General Ayaba and convinced him to send a team to a meeting. And he did not inform the people of the generals on the ground. And they told those generals from the interim government that Ayaba Cho is coming there to attack them. So I call these guys. I tell them that, do you know that Fon has called, he was the one who asked these soldiers to come to your camp? And they were very shocked. They told me that they don't have any idea about that. And I told them, okay, if Fon is manipulating you people to attack and kill each other, just stay quiet. Keep this guy, talk to Fon, because he is a general of he's a member of the interim government, he's a member of the ASC. Talk to him and ask him what happened. If these guys were really coming to attack you guys, why they did not use their gun? Why they did not shoot you? Why they did not use any single bullet? And during that time, General Ayaba has dispatched another team to be on standby in Batibo. When those team went there, somehow they had a gunshot, and one of them was hurt during that gunshot. When this news went back to these guys, their camp, these guys, they heard of that news and they said that ADF is sending people, they are surrounding the whole of Batibo. They are sending people to come and attack their camp. And they sent out audio messages to the Ambazonian people, telling them that the ADF is gathering its troops to come and attack them in Batibo. And I called them and said, my brother, what is going on? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You are telling people that the ADF is coming to attack you. I have already told you. I only did not tell you. I played you the audio message from Fon calling General Ayaba to tell him to send people to go there and rescue and have a meeting to release 2 of their people. You have heard with your own ears. You have their communication. Anybody who have their communication, go and ask the interim government, ask the ASC people, whether I did not give them the audio, they did not listen to their own person. George Fon instructing the ADF to send people there. And then you turn to the public and tell the public that the ADF was coming to attack you. And then now the ASC is pushing them, go and attack the ADF. Go and attack the ADF. They left there, went and attacked 2 camps of the ADF. The camps of the ADF did not resist. They surrendered and gave their arms because they saw them as Ambazonians. They gave them their arms. They captured all of them and did the worst thing a fighting group can do, exposing the faces of people. I am not an ADF spokesperson, so I will not confirm whether those guys are fighters or not. Exposing the face of Ambazonians who are fighters that you have captured. You know very well that even the General Biebie who has been captured by ADF, his face has not been released. People don't know who is General Biebie. You release the face of Ambazonian people that you call are captured fighters for La Republic to see their face. Those people, their brothers who are in the army in La Republique, they know them. The CPG and people in their quarter, in their village, they know them. You are showing their face and sharing their pictures in the internet. And Ambazonia people, you too, you carry the image. You are sharing that these are ADF people that they have captured. Let them see their face. Let them go to their, let La Republique send army to go to their house. They will burn their house, kill all male people who are in that quarter, that they are Amber boys. And then tomorrow when you see those videos, you start to cry that, hey, they are killing our people. Massacre is going on. Genocide is going on. But you don't know that it is the same you who is endorsing it by entertaining it. And the people who were crying that they were fired, fire has burned, they carry the people, they have burned them. One woman was crying and crying that the ADF people have burned burned people in Batibo. I called Ma. I said, Ma, who tell you that ADF people have burned people in Batibo? He said, see the picture. See the picture. I said, that picture where you show me, so mommy, you know that person where that picture. Because me, I know those people. I know what tell you what are the ADF people, the system, the sham, the Christ, and the people that are born now. But wait till it happen, I say, for that very come where they be arrest General Biebie, the ADF people then come back for that very place. They see people ready, they smoke banger for that place, they play card. Place where they know in a hidden place that for camp. So then take these people and go and back for their camp for go find out what you want to do for them in that first place. And not ever support me any group they arrest anybody. I be totally against arrest. I don't talk for this chat group plenty times say Amber boys are not Amber police. Muna stop that. Muna no fit be police who will never get country. So that is what happened. They kept them in a camp, in a room where fuel was being kept for their generator. When they lit a gas lighter, the fire burned those ADF people, not the people that were arrested. Not the people that were arrested. They were burned, minor burns to the people that were arrested, but the people with the major burns were the fighters of the ADF. They were the fighters of the ADF. But because they want to twist the story around and give a dog a bad name, they send out these audio messages. Today I want to address the restoration forces in Batibo. I want to ask you one question. Why did you decide, instead of telling the Ambazonia people that you are the restoration forces, you are now claiming that you are not restoration forces, you are the Batibo community? Why do you have to change your name? Why do you have to change your name to dissociate yourself from the people who were asking you to go and fight? Is it not John Egowan of the interim government who asked you people to go and fight? Why were you reluctant to investigate properly before you fight? Why? Today you have manipulated the whole Ambazonia population. They are crying, crucify him, crucify him. Crucify him, they say. Crucify him. You have even said that Ayaba Lucas is working for La Republique du Cameroon. Ambazonia people themselves, they have now believed that Ayaba can work for La Republique du Cameroon. Ayaba can work for La Republique du Cameroon. I feel so sorry for our Ambazonian people. They just behave like the Israelite people who were welcoming Jesus Christ in the Palm Sunday, welcoming Hosanna, Hosanna. When the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they come with their venom and poison the heart of the people. The same people that was saying, hail, hail ye the king, start to say, crucify him, crucify him. Crucify him. He's working for La Republique du Cameroon. If anybody who believe that Ayaba Lucas can work for La Republique du Cameroon, please type here that I believe. Type here under here, let me see. If anybody can believe that Ayaba Lucas can work for La Republique du Cameroon, type here that I believe. Type here that I believe. I started my presentation by saying, you Ambazonia people, you matter. Your opinion matter. Nobody cannot fight for you that you don't want the person. If you don't want Ayaba to fight for you, he cannot fight for you. An abused woman, the police cannot help you unless you complain. Unless you complain, the police cannot help you. If you cover up for your husband, the police cannot help you. Be realistic. Be realistic. I will leave it there because I don't want to. I am not the spokesperson of the AGC. I'm not the spokesperson of the ADF. What I have put out here is the truth of what happened. If anybody wants to contest what I have to say, I will not provide information that are classified, information that the ADF has refused to make public. They have chosen to have their posture that their spokesperson have put. But I believe that this information is important for the Ambazonia people to know. That is why I present this story that happened. I will leave it there, and I will announce to the people that I am doing an investigation in the Changshu contribution as well, because people have asked that why I don't hold the ADF accountability. I'm holding the ADF accountability. I'm going to present a report from their own contribution that they have received from the public, including the report of Maurice, including the report of Mark Beretta on his show, the Sunday offering. I'm going to make a report on accountability. Let everybody know what is going on. I believe it's very important for you people to know that. Because I believe that there was a specific distraction, and because I have received information from La République du Cameroon, a reliable journalist who have always been giving me correct information. This journalist, it remains a theory. I will take it as a theory, but I will put it there for you people to know and wise up. They have been saying that there is a probability that Eric Tato is working for La République du Cameroon. This is what they have been saying. I don't believe it, because I know that Eric Tato, as stupid as he is, I believe that he is trying to do his best. But I will say the theory out there for you people to make the judgment by yourself. I will not accuse him, but I'm going to put the theory out there. Why will I do this? Because he is behaving in a way that can make me to think that maybe the people who are giving this allegation are saying the truth. Not only Eric Tato, they have said that there is one of our leaders who is working now as we speak with La République du Cameroon. He is advising them how to destroy our struggle from within. They have recruited over 200 Ambazonians who are online. They have created fake Facebook pages. If you go to those Facebook pages, how do you recognize them? In their Facebook pages, they have worked with Facebook to make their Facebook to have a history, so that when you look at it, you cannot know that it's a fake profile. But how you can recognize them, because we have already identified some of them. You click to their profile, you see that where they have their profile picture, there is no comment under. There is no comment. It is involved with share. They have created history for them, but they have a lot of share. They have shared my video. They have shared the video of Mark Beretta. They have shared the video of a lot of activists on their pages, but there are no comments. When you look in the comment area, there is no comment. And when you look at their profile picture and their cover picture, there is no comment there, which is unusual, because any normal person, when you put your profile picture, people that likes you, people who are your friends and your family, they will usually make comments under. About Eric Tato, what is suspicious about Eric Tato? Go and ask him this suspicion. Remember how Eric Tato came to prominence. He came to prominence by announcing a deal about a general who was about to supply arms from the bush, I will not call the name of the place, to Ambazonia. That is how he became prominent. Since he came to this struggle, what has he been doing? He has been provoking in-house fighting. He has been so vocal, so much that our struggle could be identified as a xenophobic struggle because of the language he was using. Whether he is doing it deliberately or not, I don't know. When Dr. Sako was being introduced to the Ambazonia people, he was introduced side by side with Eric Tato. He was introduced side by side with Eric Tato. Everything that the interim government is sitting down to decide is what Eric Tato have said. Everything that they are deciding, from telling Francophones to leave our territory to county by county, has all come from him. And all of those things are the things that are promoting what? Tribalism. They are promoting the Northwest-Southwest divide. They are causing people to be attacking each other. These are the type of influence that Eric Tato have in our struggle. Every single activist who have been fighting for our struggle have been mocked, ridiculed, dismissed by him. I will give you some proof about other things. These are theory times. Theory times. So I will warn my listeners to receive it with a grain of salt. Don't just take what I accept, what I say, and you consider it as facts. Do your research, ask questions, because I can only regret the things that I did not say. I will regret if I hear something tomorrow and I will cry that, oh, I heard this thing before somebody told me these things and I didn't tell the Ambazonia people. I will regret because of that. Next thing before I go to what the interim government is doing, because there are also theories saying that our interim government is working with La République du Cameroon. You remember last time, the same journalist in Cameroon had told me that our interim government was involved with negotiation or dialogue at certain level with La République du Cameroon. We said it here. The interim government came out and said that it is a lie. I went to Nigeria. I interviewed the lawyer that is representing our leaders in Nigeria. The lawyers have said, I have released those videos. He said that the Cameroon government had contacted him, that they want to negotiate and they want to dialogue. He had informed the interim government about that conversation. But the interim government, in their denial, said that there was no contact. That there was no contact at all. So we know for sure that they are lying. We know for sure that they are lying. There are people who have given this theory from Cameroon. I'm saying it's a theory from now because I don't have any proof. But I will come to these ones that I'll ask you. You have listened to the video of the Red Dragons. You have listened to the video of the Red Dragons. This is theory time. Don't take what I say as facts. I will repeat the warning again. Don't take what I say as facts. Go and do your research. Remember the Red Dragons. The video that the Red Dragons have released, they have seized the moment. Remember when the Red Dragons went to Boya, they were never confronted by a single army. Remember last week, a group of restoration forces which were in another team, I don't want to call the team and where they belong because people now will go to semantics. When they blocked the road in Boya, it takes about 5 hours. La République soldiers, they came there and they confronted them. When the Red Dragons entered Boya, they were not confronted by La République du Cameroon. When the Red Dragons, they gave us an information that the La République du Cameroon, they have surrounded Lebialem, and SOS message came out. The Lebialem internet was cut off. Electricity in Lebialem was cut off. All the network, the mobile network, they cut off the mobile network in Lebialem, and they told us that an attack was coming to Lebialem that includes helicopter, gunship. Whole world is coming to Lebialem to attack them. After that attack, we called them to get them information about the attack. The only information we had was a single picture of a building that they said that building was burned. And after that, we saw all of them dressed with the dresses of La République du Cameroon B Army uniform. Very clean and new. And they were saying that those uniform was removed from the dead bodies of soldiers. We asked them, show us one body. Show me one body, dead body that happened in that attack. Because for La République to do that type of thing that they did, if the Red Dragons cannot prove that there was an attack in Lebialem, then we should start asking them questions. First of all, my first encounter with the Red Dragons, let me tell you guys, the first day I encountered the Red Dragons, that was the day before they entered Lebialem. You deserve to know this, so that when we are crying, you know that we are not crying for nothing. This was the first day the Red Dragons came to Lebialem. When they were getting into Lebialem, one of them called me. I was the first person that they contacted. And I informed majority of the major activists, the biggest activist in our struggle. I informed him. And he was surprised. He was saying, what group is this? These groups, are we sure that these are not La République? Look at the type of weapons that they have. Capo, are you not sure that these people, we should be careful? This is the biggest activist we have. This was his reaction. This is a video call that I have, that I recorded with the Red Dragons the day they were getting into Lebialem. You saw the video when they were coming into Lebialem and everybody was happy. This is one of the video. Let me first show you the guy who contacted me. This is him. Look at him. I've blurred his face. This is the guy who contacted me from the Red Dragon. He could speak Pidgin very well. He could speak English very well. His name was recognized by Tiger One. Only Tiger One recognized this guy. And he said, oh, I know this guy. We had once worked with this guy. I don't know whether he was arrested or what happened with him, but he just disappeared. Now he has come up. This guy came up with one other guy. This is two of them. He came up with Oliver. This is Oliver. I have blurred their face because I cannot show their face. This is them. This is him and Oliver here. They called me with video call. What make me to be very suspicious or very curious about that phone call? When they called me, there were a group of all the other dragons. They were behind. They were shying away from the camera. And I say, Master, when I turn phone, I talk with other people. They know. When I turn phone, I talk with other people. Majority of them were speaking in French. I could hear them from the back. They were talking in French. Look at the picture of one of the guys I spoke with him. Look at this picture. Have you looked at his face? Make the judgment yourself. Look at him very well. What do you see here? Look at his ring. You look at his ring. Look at his cap. Look at his dress. If somebody who is an amber fighter on ground zero can buy a gold ring, or let's say it's a fake ring or what, and he was like that, his English was really a Bamileke person talking to me. My observation, it was a Bamileke person talking to me. The journalists in Cameroon who always give me information about our people who are in this struggle, who are working with La Republic. This journalist told me that I should be careful with this group during this time. He also had told me that I should be careful with the group of ERA that was in the interim government, which I have explained to the people here. The group ERA, one of the major people in the interim government had once told me, the person who is the key executor of the interim government now, has told me, the day Capo Daniel, you hear me, I work with the ERA people them. Then no say they don't sell me, they don't buy me. That is what he said to me. But now he's working in the interim government. He's a major person now working with them. This guy, this journalist told me that in the car of a special task force of B in La Republic, their job is to track down Amber boys and kill them. Those guys carries with them the T-shirt of this group ARA. I think I've told you guys this story before. They kill people, put them this dress with the ARA group there. And he told me that they were trying to gather evidence to use against SCYL. That was what they were trying to do. And the military general, who was involved, who in the story that Eric Tato had came up with when he became prominent, was involved in all this saga, the things. I don't want to say the things because they are sensitive. But these things are all involved. These things looks connected. This is theory time. It's up to you to make up your mind. So this guy told me that be careful because those guys they are sending there, Paul Biya is sending there in Ground Zero, they are going to gather a file of all of you activists and Ambazonia who are abroad. When they are talking to you, be careful with the type of things that you say to them, because they will make a file and bring to your country there in Hong Kong, those who are in abroad, they will use those files to convict you that you are sponsoring violence in Cameroon. And guess what? My conversation with this guy who is in the Red Dragon, every time he called me, he always try, you know, when we are talking about this, our struggle, we use words like granite, stick, this type of things. This guy has always been trying to push me to say something that is potentially incriminating. I'm an activist. We know that this is a revolution that we are all ready to. It's a coffin revolution. Some of us, tomorrow, all of you guys there that are watching me, I think I can see you more than 300. All of you will buy a ticket and go back to Cameroon. All of you are going back to Cameroon. But some of us, people like us, this fight concern we. If the thing ends today, we will not go back for that country. Even if you finish, even Ambazonia is liberated, because Paul Biya, we know from what France has been doing in other countries, he will follow us. They don't forgive their enemies. They will kill us. They will do everything. The day that they have chance, they will execute us. If we go back there, they will start assassinating us one by one. So we know that me, I there for this, I there for insider souls, I know say, I don't sacrifice Dinkanda for these people them, whether they like or not. This guy, anytime he talks to me, he's trying to incriminate me. Remember last week, Ellie Smith gave out a warning that they have already submitted documents in foreign countries, incriminating files on activists and Ambazonians abroad to bring them back to La Republic. So people, be careful. Go and ask the interim government. They are telling you people that the ADC, they want to convince you that Ayaba is working for La Republique du Cameroon. Go and ask them. Remember, the joke card of this struggle is the election. This election, this presidential election, is like a referendum. It is very, very important. It is not only important for us to boycott it, but we have to make sure that they don't campaign. Go and ask your interim government. Ask your nationalist leader. What plan has they given you as a leader to stop the campaign? You remember during the last elections, we worked together with them. The list of the phone numbers of all the parliamentarians was handed out, was shared in their platform, and we were asked to call them. I did call them. You heard the videos. You saw the audios, the work we did for that job, how we campaigned hard. We called their pastors, we called their children, we called their children classmates, we called their church members. We tell them, go and tell Honorable XXX, tell him that he should not go to that parliament or he will sell us. We did those campaigns. Go now and ask the interim government. When a General Tiger, who is a member of the interim government, he's a member of the ASC, he released an order and saying that let us block the road on the 16th of this month. Let us block the road. Because of what? He specifically said that he wanted to stop the campaign that was supposed to be launched in Bamenda and in Southwest. What did the interim government did? Chris Anu, the Secretary of C and IT, he came out and cancelled that order. Don't blame Ayaba. Chris Anu came out and cancelled that order. Go and ask Chris Anu, why did you cancel that order? Go and ask Chris Anu, why did you cancel that order? Are you not supposed to be struggling to stop the campaign? Why did you stop the order? Why? Give me the reason why. Go and ask Chris Anu to give you the reason why. Go and ask Chris Anu. General Ivo came out. He gave out another order that on the 25th, all roads should be blocked because we have to stop the campaign. We have to stop the observers to come there. And what happened? They went and had the meeting and changed the name with all the other leaders. Go and ask your leaders, why do they allow this election to go? Our boys have guns, they have the experience, they have grenades. It will just take few bullets, few guns shot around town to close that thing that was going on. Why are they impeding our boys from doing the right things? Who are they fighting for? We have already had the plan that after this election, the United Nations, all the European countries, they are going to join behind the French ambassador to endorse Monceau plan, Monceau and Cardinal Tumi's plan. That is the dialogue Pobia is talking about. They are going to endorse it if this election will go through. And they are going to come and make their sweet deal and bring us back to Egypt. That is the plan. That is the plan. Go and ask your interim government. Go and ask your nationalist leader. What is your plan to stop the election? Last year, we saw you guys working with all the activists. This year, just about the time when the election is about to come, you guys go and attack Ayaba in London and divert everybody. Divert everybody. What was that about? Why now? Why attack Ayaba now? Why? Why launch an attack against the ADF camps in Ground Zero now? Why all these things is going on now? Do you think it's just about politics? Or do you think this is a real distraction? We just know that the General Ivo, they have gone to the bush to go and bring sticks. They have bring the real sticks. They were together with all including the restoration forces, the forces of the Ambazonia Military Council. They were forming a joint task force of 200 fighters, all of them with well-equipped sticks and firewood and concrete, to go and fight a joint task force. Out of a sudden, they cannot be united anymore. They are attacking each other. General Ivo is a God-fearing man. That boy, he talk the cry. He talk the cry. He say, Capo, you want my commit suicide. You want my kill myself now when I talk. Even now when I say I die before me when I get on freedom. When I talk my kill myself. General Ivo say, when I talk my kill myself. He beg his brother them for Ground Zero. He beg his brother them for Ground Zero. Me them fight together. All them there for one mob. Now when I for outside day, Now, if I said John Igowang, you don't call General Ivo, you try for bribe. You don't call General Ivo, try for bribe. You don't call it when I go ask John Igowang. You don't call it for try for bribe me change side. Before the one attack Ayaba for London, you don't call General Ivo for tell you say this so he must have be humiliated. You, Eric Tato, you were monitoring that situation because you guys know what was happening. You know what you are doing to the Ambazonia people. You have come every day crying, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. You guys want to take us back to Egypt? You have convinced us, convinced the Ambazonia people that ADF has killed people in Batibo. Go and ask them, how many bullets did the ADF use in Batibo? None. If they tell you that the ADF used 1 bullet after the incident of General Biebie, I will contribute 5,000. The 5,000 that he was saying he contributed to my trip to Boya, I will contribute 5,000 to ASC. I will give it public cash. I'll put it in envelope here, show you, put it in DHA, and I'll post it to the address. Cash, not money, not transfer. ADF did not use a single bullet. But yet you have manipulated the whole Ambazonians. Just like the Pharisees and the Sadducees manipulated the whole Israelite. And they turned against Jesus Christ and said, crucify him, crucify him. They shouted. Crucify him, they shouted. We know from the beginning. Go and talk to Harmony Bogba. He has spoken to me about this issue. Not only him. Barrister, I don't want to call the barrister who are in Cameroon in ground zero. Even our ambassador here in China, the one who is helping us in Hong Kong, he has told me that you guys, if you associate yourself with Dr. Ayaba Cho, we cannot talk to, we will never deal with you guys. Stay away from these guys. Stay away from these guys. So we know that the attempt to sideline and destroy Ayaba Cho is nothing to do with the conduct of the ADF. We know that the interim government is the only organization that does not want unity. We know it. They have proven it. You saw it in Washington, D.C. Some of you people are coming to tell me, Capo Daniel, don't say the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. Where I will say the truth. If they don't want to hear it, fine. If they want to suffer for the next generation, fine. Now then sabi, but I will do my own part. Because me, I just want to go back for that country. Now when I go for the country. So before I go shoot down for here, begin suffer for abroad. Because of I know if you go see my place, my big mommy, my grandpapa, them be buried. I know if you go cry die for our own place. But I go talk. Well, that will really happen for we. Time what we need for the fight. We need for the fight like one people. Fight this election. We are the fight now one another. We are the first people that meet them became key people for ground zero. The first Ambazonia meet them fight another Ambazonia. We are not say this fight. We are the destroy this fight. We are the destroy this fight completely. International community now one way about the Southern Sudan issue. The fear say we can be like Southern Sudan. We are there for the interim government. The ask people they meet them go fight people them for they say because I don't want Abacho. We not put na governor. We not wait to na the try for do am. Now wait to na the try for do am. We not try for do it. We don't try say we get unity. We don't try say we get unity. We not deny. We not deny. We not mean key all we for you. All we can remain. We not all we can remain for you. We not so no more life day. We not more suffer again for the next 40 years. We not mean another generation come before they can fight for this land. We not need sorry for we. We not need sorry. We not need feel sorry. Election na campaign that they go for Bamenda. Na campaign that they go for Boya. We get boy there for Bush. Then get grenade. Then get gun. In any pass them for go for town go shoot gun for the miracle and Chakara. We not never stop. We not never stop them. We not go convince people. Then they go feel say we dey we fight for this. We fight for this one. Do one no get certificate. Do one a doctor. We not bring all kind of distraction. But now na sabi, I go talk again. You the Ambazonian person, your opinion matter. You are the only person that matter. Because all these groups, they are fighting for you. They are trying to fight for you. If you don't want it, if you want it, if you want them to go ahead, if you don't want them to go ahead, it is up to you. Choose what you are going to believe wisely. Ask question. Ask question. Go and ask the people, what are you doing? Why are you doing the way you are doing? If you hate somebody so much, why do you ask yourself, why do you hate Ayaba? Is the reason you hate Ayaba because you think that he's really working with Pobia? Or the reason you are hating Ayaba is because somebody tell you that he's attacking somebody somewhere? Is that the reason? Ask yourself. Verify the reason why you believe the things you believe. If in your conscience you have decided that, okay, you are going to follow the Pharisees and the Sadducees, prophecy, I think you are also pretending that you are an activist now. You go to your side, you don't need to be here. Go and tell them, if you really want that Ayaba should not lead you. General Ayaba have said it. If you guys want him to even commit suicide or to give up himself, he's going to do it. Because we are not, without your blessing, we cannot do anything. Without your blessing, we cannot fight for you. Without your blessing, nobody can fight for you. This is a list. This is a report that I kept behind. They were saying that I gave too much information. I did not give information. This is the information I have. The detail of my trip to Boya, I did not give it here. They were still insisting that I gave too much information. I did not give it here. This is the money. John Egowang went and told the country head that he spent 200,000 US dollar. 200,000 US dollar is more than 112 million CFA. This is money he spent. 20 million. This is money that he has given record of. He get 50 million money was dispersed for cargo, for sticks and material them. 60 million, 50 million. How many of the cargo? The cargo come now only 2 cartons for stone then inside it, who granite them. Where he buy about 600,000. So how much money he lost for day? Over 48 million. John Egowang, go and ask John Egowang. Over 48 million disappear. Then I ask Sako. I get the audio. The person will ask Sako. They don't send me the audio. They don't ask Sako. Sako talk say, you know, be no, the one they don't feel the accuse you for when other people they do them. Sako, you know what you do. All those people, then now you appoint them. Now you appoint them. Then 50 million CFA. So now I go buy una deliver cargo. Cargo go come. Now the value for cargo come on na 600,000. 600,000, not even 1 million. Now this year, transaction recorded. John Egowang and Seseko Aka Ekat. Now then disperse that money. Una go talk about that 48 million day. John Egowang recorded that transaction. Transaction for Granite for 20th May. Transaction for Granite 20th May. 6 million to be delivered. That is recorded expenditure. Unaccounted for. Delivered 0. No delivery. Go back, even if you give account for social media, when you talk someone account for Facebook, go for Restoration Council. Go talk for them. The fake country head when I don't put them for there for begin use them. When I go talk for them, any country head, go and ask them. The 6 million that they had recorded that they used to buy granite. Go and ask them how much granite was delivered. 0. Where is that 6 million? County brigade commanders. They assigned 3.2 million for each county brigade commanders. None of them received money except the one in Kumpe Maninguba who received 1 million. And it was for a relative, and that boy, the money just disappeared. And the second money that was delivered for out of the 14 counties that were brigade commanders that were given 3.2 million, only Sofoncha, who was in charge in Meme, gave the money. Only Sofoncha, only him, and he has resigned. Only him. Where is all the money have gone to? Where has all those money gone to? Achu Kingsley, you were in charge of Fako. You were the brigade commander of Fako. Where is the money that they gave you, Achu Kingsley? You came out and you were saying that the money, the 97 million that they gave, the $97,000 that they gave, they gave that money was for the this and that. Where about the 3.2 million that you have as a brigade commander and Achu Kingsley? Go and ask Achu Kingsley to account for that money. Who did he give that money to? Ask Achu Kingsley. Ask him. Ask Seseko Akat, who is the brigade commander in Manu. How did he spend that money? Ask Sofoncha accounted for you. Ask Chris Bongam. If the money he was supposed to give to Mantum and to Menchum, where has all the money gone to? Every day we receive audios from troops on the ground. You guys will say they are complicated, they are doing this, they are doing that. We receive the audios every day. You have seen the videos every day, every single day. Every single day. Let me delete this guy. You have seen the video every day. All those money that the people that they appointed for as brigade commanders, all those people that they have appointed. Before you appoint somebody, it means that that is the person who is working for you. The person is trusting you. Why is all the corruption only with the people that has been appointed? Why? Only the people that have been appointed. Why is all the corruption only with them? Why? So, go and ask them. Let them give that account. Let them give that account. And let them stop to ask people to go and attack other people on ground zero. Let them stop instigating people. They have carried the interim government. They want to go and build another interim government in Cameroon, appointing governors and setting us up to fight each other. If una like for be fool them, una be fools. But now una sabi, I don't talk them. Una go tell them, una come attack me, una do how it una want them, I don't care. But I will only regret if I not talk them. I go only regret if I not talk them. I don't talk them as it be. Una like them, una no like them. I don't talk them as it be. I don't talk them as it be. I be the plan say this week we will begin to introduce the Haiti solution. What I believe say now a very good strategy if we mix some other solution them. It go fit help. The main Amber fighter will be there for the Haiti solution. The Godfather. Who say it today? Who say it? And we know say that Haiti solution for people that they don't know now for burn down the whole system that is providing resources to La République du Cameroon. I'll find another segment and I'll talk about it again here. The people in the interim government, Richard Tango, and this other girl who are the ones who are managing the country heads, using them and polluting them. I will say again to the interim government, anybody who is there, that they have put you in a position there that you know that you are useless, they are just using you. Whatever you say, whatever decisions you guys deliberate, it doesn't matter. They are just coming there to tell people that you are there. Come on you outside for day. If you are inside the interim government and you cannot show your face outside, you are afraid that people cannot see you. Revolution is not for people who are hiding their face. Come on you for day. Come on you for day. Me then transform the interim government for the way we want and me be. Where it go be now a joint front from all the groups for use them. For push the agenda of the struggle. For push the agenda of the struggle. So now all the thing that I get them will talk them. I know ask any question any person get them, you ask them. If any man get a question for ask them, me ask them. Not be today where Godfather die, but will be the plan to launch the program again, the Haiti solution, with a trilogy approach for the Haiti solution. But unfortunately, we will not fit do one today because of all the things that we don't come with. The year they attack the one of this side, the year they attack the one of this side. How you fit to fight like the Republic where we will not be united? All the problems in the show will not be ready for fight. 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 So we need to look inside we. They don't make a move we can do all the things and now when I time we be supposed to be focused for fight like the Republic. They been now there for inside bikini argue. They don't set we up very well. They don't set we up very well. The Republic don't do we. They don't win we very badly. Mr. Man no feel say all the things the way happens to La Republic he had no day. If you feel say La Republic he had no day, that means say you live for at least Wonderland. You live for at least Wonderland. This La Republic he hand there for all the distraction we will get out. So they hand there for inside. Go and ask yourself any person where he be connect for the thing the way they distract with. First of all, the masterminds of the attack of Ayaba in London, the masterminds who have forced the guy go and ask for George, who manipulated the ADF to send their fighters in that camp. All those people, we have to ask them. Go and ask Chris Anu, why did he cancel the lockdown on the 16th? Ask Chris Anu, why did he cancel it? He's working for who? Was he not supposed to be the one who was supposed to be contacting us, the activists, to fight against the campaign? What has he done? What has he done? What has he done? So, now Nasabi, when I go ask the Red Dragon, Fi Masha, who say you come out? At least we know General Ivor. At least we know General Biebia, we know General Tiger. We know the one for the commandos, where Rando die. We know the one for Matrix. We know the one we know all them. You General, Fi Masha, who say you come out? Before now the carry thing they talk about your head, carry up on your head. Now time where the election they go, you can't stand the move knife, the show and say you go cut General Ivo head day. You go cut General Ivo head. Now you can show your own power. Since you there for Insa, Lebia Lem day, you get that gun them. You deliver me the carry campaign for Boya. Say now which time you go fight. Show us the dead body the way you talk so you don't kill him. Wanna show we all. Wanna show Amu Siam. The same man way know how to dance in you don't have a chair dance am. Because if you know how to dance, all my dance you are stand up front. When I see how they share that video, the moon if it's a man way give video, you know be done share them. Now lie. Now me say the video, no, they're not there. They're not there. So whatever, I don't care if they need to change. Somebody talking about change of name, they can change name. I don't care. I want to go to Boya. That is all I want. The people who are now going and promoting the idea that no IG, no independence, that means that they say that we should prepare. It's better we go back to La Republique than for somebody else to take us to Boya. They are starting to planting the seed in the mind of our people to make them to start to imagine a scenario that they can go back to Boya, and then frustrate them so much that they will say that it is better, let's go back to La Republique. It is better. That is the ploy. Why would somebody entertain that idea? Why would an activist come up and stand and say that no IG, no independence? For if na say another man go take for Boya, better move no go there. What type of ideology do you want to put in our people's mind? That they should start to imagine themselves thinking that this struggle of a bad move better go back for La Republique. We not chicks will not understand. We don't know that on a conny. We know other conny they own and the player. We know other conny them. First of all, I will repeat again. The IG, I believe in the vision of the IG. I believe that the IG is our vehicle that is supposed to take us to Boya. But if the people who have come and hijack it, they want to turn it to become a group and a faction that is going to take us back to La Republique du Cameroon, we refuse. The IG have removed everybody that's supposed to Seseko. Seseko don't have one supporter in the IG. They have removed all of them. They have come to power grab. Because what they wanted to get, La Republique wanted to get from Seseko, they could not get. They have come there to catch him and put him in the dungeon there. And now they have come, Sako have removed all. People are thinking that they are supporting the IG, they are support. Sako is not Seseko. Sako is not Seseko. All Seseko children are not talking with Sako. All of them. They are not. He has removed all of them from the government. He has seized power. He has seized power. And removed even his vice president when he doesn't have the power to remove his vice presidents. His vice president. He has removed them all. The same person, he doesn't want unity. Sako don't want unity. You have seen it in Washington, D.C. I know this is an inconvenient truth. The interim government does not want unity, but they are using the unity concept to gain legitimacy and to remove money from people's pocket. They don't make a man that begin things say people the way to Harriet begin talk a man that begin check and I say maybe some truth day. Maybe some truth day oh. Because last time I see the ram move show we say that my trip to Boya they get links with the other bank account. Man need for we need to start making think sense. The one can convince we some who believe say Ayaba the work with La Republique. Hey, if they feel convinced Ambazonia people then say Ayaba the work with La Republique, say Ayaba feel work with La Republique, then mu ready. I don't know man the conclusion of make am. So God bless you guys. Have a good day. I've said I don't talk with you. I want to talk. My belly no be store. I don't care. I don't care whatever will happen. My only thing I say, ma better regret after than say ma keep on my belly. Tomorrow I can't regret say why I no be talking. The one start bring say na county by county for introduce tribalism. Even Dr. Kwanga don't talk. Now a ploy for use a name of block by block and introduce the concept of tribalism. And you now start to see it. They have gone now to Batibo and said that it is now Batibo community is controlling Batibo. If somebody wants to come into Batibo, it is an incursion. How can you say somebody is incursion in a tribe? How can you say somebody is incursion in a tribe? And Ambazonia people, they are now promoting the name county by county for Weti. You are taking a tribal concept disguised behind block by block. Use the name of block by block, county by county, and then inside the block by block, the county by county, you are introducing the concept of tribalism. Because you know that Northwest Southwest has failed. So now you want to introduce now it is tribe by tribe can work. God bless you now.